시간에 따라서 리버풀 중간 이야기가 오늘 이렇게 하거든요. 그렇죠. 에너지뿐만 아니라 이제
Later on in the night, when the crowds have gone, We could talk under moonlight till dawn. We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. Came to me without warning, but I knew why. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while?
Said that you've been hurt one too many times before. Ended up staring in the bathroom mirror, crying on your bedroom floor. Baby, you can take my word, you haven't gotta hurt no more. Things are about to get much better. I wanna make this forever. I wanna make this forever. Said that you felt lost 100 times before, going in circles on a one-way street, running till your feet get sore. But I guess you haven't heard, you've been got around no more. Things are about to get much better, so I wanna make this forever. I wanna make this forever. I wanna make this forever.
When you dance, it's like a movie. I can't take my eyes off you, and I don't want to. When you smile, I wish time would stop for a while. I think the day that you walked my way, and I've spent my whole life searching for something like this, and in your heart I found it. And it's so easy loving you. It's easy loving you. So take my hand, dance with me. I swear some see a lifetime of us. It's you and I till we're 85, dancing around the room in a home made for two. Nobody gets me like you. That is true. It's sunny inside, full out from the side, and I'm wondering what I do. Just a moment ago, been on the perfect season, kept following the debut. I'm not told that I'm going to leave and step behind all the things people do as if it's all of mine. Now I won't, and isn't it funny to have a walking sunlight then I get them out of my mind. Then all the things I used to do. Knee-jerk reaction is fight or flight. First sign of color, I run and hide. But you came like rain on a summer night, and I think you're rewiring my mind. I've been taking cover under my skin, but I wanna step outside and take it all in. 'Cause baby, it's like a light storm to be yours. Thunder crashing till the sky's torn. You're like a light storm, a light storm. Oh. This morning I miss you. I feel it in every part of my bones. Something in me. When I opened my eyes, I was feeling so empty inside. New York looks different without you. I find that all that I want to do is close my eyes, breathe and try to feel close to you.